Go ahead and call the meeting to order. Just so everybody knows, this meeting is being recorded by Dartmouth Community Media. And can we take a look at the minutes from the November 4th meeting? And can I get a vote to approve the meeting minutes as they are?
Make a motion, we approve the meeting from December.
It's November 4th was, I think, our last meeting, yeah. Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Okay, that's great. Okay, let's move on to the demo applications, okay. And sir, you're from Pimentel, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, great. For the Elm Street property?
Yes.
Okay, great. Come on up, please introduce yourself and just, you are the contractor's representative.
Yes, for the contractor, for doing the work at 543 Elm Street. We're not doing a lot to change the look of the house. Mainly, these people just purchased the home.
Right.
We're gonna replace all the windows,
Okay.
same size windows, a little different grill pattern, and you can see that on the drawing.
Right, right.
If you take a look at that. There's a small addition on the back of the house that I'm not sure you even see from the street. It's just to expand the,
Is it back here or right here?
that's the other corner of the house. I can show you that.
Oh, I see.
So, right, this is the entrance to the back of the
Mhm,
house, and
mhm.
we're just gonna square this off up here, it's coming out about 4 feet. It's mainly to expand the primary bedroom upstairs to get an ensuite bathroom and to get a mudroom in the back.
Okay, and the windows you're using are similar scientific
Ye-
grade, but,
Yep.
okay. Are there replacement windows in there now?
Some of those, a lot of them have been replaced with a vinyl window,
Okay,
so we'll be getting rid of all that. There'll all be a simulated divided light A-series Anderson window. They'll look a lot more correct.
okay. Okay, and how many windows are you replacing?
Can be
Not-
down
not
to-
a quiz, just-
Yeah, I think I had it on the permit app. I think there's 20 some odd windows.
Okay. Plans, I don't see that, but, okay,
And most of the work will be contained to the interior of the house. We're going to remove some walls, put a new kitchen in, update some bathrooms.
all right. And, okay, no, right where that is, okay. Are there any other questions from the group? Did you guys get a chance to look at the, okay.
The grid pattern, are you gonna go with, I know that some are 8/1 or 6/1. I know you wanna probably make them all consistent, but what did
Yeah,
you
I think
end up-
most of the grill patterns are going to go to a 2/2.
Okay.
And you're gonna
2/2.
keep the shutters?
Yes,
Okay.
yep. I think we have to take, some of them are in tough shape. We're going to take them down and restore them and put them back up. They really want to keep it looking like the original house. They just want a little less grills in the window.
Just a quick question, the foundation, is that granite? Because it's been parged, so it's hard to see what it was originally.
Yeah, I think it is a rubble foundation, but it's also, the basement's mostly finished and it's all enclosed.
Oh,
I don't,
so you can't
you don't
see
see
it.
much of it on the inside.
Yeah.
There is a little bump out that I do get to see, and that looks like it's poured, but that could have been podged as well.
Well, they say the date that it was built was 21, which could have been, I mean, a lot of the 1920s construction is like block foundation.
Yeah,
But that foundation, to me, looked like it might be partly granite block, which may indicate that there's an older portion there that we're just not aware of, so.
Is
okay,
there a full basement?
yes.
Okay. All right, and did you mention the kitchen? You guys are redoing the kitchen?
We're going to replace the kitchen, yes.
Same footprint?
There's a fireplace, a chimney, that must have done other functions in the past, but now it's not. We're going to remove that to expand the kitchen slightly and connect it to the dining room. So if you look from the outside, there's 2 chimneys coming through the roof. The
Now there's
one on
gonna
the
be
north
more.
side will be removed.
Okay, because they converted to gas?
Yeah, right now they have a steam boiler
Okay.
but they're gonna go to a gas-fired, I think it's is it a gas? I think it is a gas-fired steam boiler. They're gonna update that to a more modern system.
Okay, so radiators throughout the house?
The radiators now, most of those are gonna come out, and it'll be a ducted,
Oh, like
hot air system.
like a mini split? Or-
No, it'll be
No,
a unit in the basement, one in the attic.
Okay, okay. All right, well, any other questions from the group? No?
Here.
Okay. To me, that all sounds pretty straightforward. I appreciate it. Can I get a motion to vote on this?
I'll make a motion that we approve the renovations as described.
Okay. At 543 Elm Street? Okay. Can I get a second?
Second the motion.
Okay. Are all in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Right.
Thank you for coming in.
Great.
Tell me your name again.
David,
David.
Dave Crivello.
Okay, great. Thanks again for coming in. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
So we're going to go ahead and advance it in the queue.
Yep.
So I'm not sure what's next on the ticket, but we're good to go.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Be well. And if you had to come did you come on Monday as well? If you had to come a
Yes, he
second
did.
time, I apologize for the inconvenience of coming two nights. It was mostly my fault, so I appreciate you coming back.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So we could, did everybody get a chance to take a look at the memorandum of understanding, the MOU, with CPC, with local CPC? I know that Bev sent that out, or I'm sorry, Bev, Michelle sent that out. You didn't get it in the email?
I got,
Okay.
I've got everything in it.
Okay. So there are three things in there. One is, we've been talking a lot about going back to do another round of Form B inventory. So one of the things that I looked at was other contractors. And somebody, I think it was Sue, was kind enough to forward the name of a contractor to me who I've been talking to a lot. And while going out and getting competitive bids, I've been talking with this lady, and her price is very good, and we think it's a good fit. We still have to do a little bit more due diligence. But so what you have there in front of you is a potential contract. Could be with anybody, but in this case, there's one with this woman named Lynn Smilage. And then I believe so her resume. I've actually got a resume, Sue. I did get a real resume because CPC wanted that. But you can see her experience in this letter, just I think 17 years of things that she's been doing for other towns, not for Dartmouth, but for other towns. So she's got a lot of experience with this, and one of the things that she's agreed to do is to take on the whole Smith Mills camp and the various buildings there as part of her fee to do this work for us. I think it's that and 23 or 24 other properties fits within the budget that we need to keep under, to use administrative funds from the CPC. So, under $10,000. So what you've got there, you've got a contractor recommendation, a memorandum of understanding, which just kind of governs various roles of CPC versus us as recommenders and managers of that contractor, in this case Lynn, working on the contract and making sure that she fulfills all that she needs to fulfill. And then a service agreement, which just basically I got from a different town and just modified it to meet our towns. And I hopefully have done it all correctly, but I'm sure Buddy on the CPC will take a close look at it, and that'll be good. So one of the things I want to do tonight while we're waiting on, I think we'll Scoop and Greg, is that right?
Yes.
Is take a vote on the memorandum of understanding particularly, and I guess get your comments, if you have any comments on the draft inventory service agreement. That's kind of like holding both us and the contractor to, what our standards are We want to have, X, Y, Z. It's got to meet the requirements of being able to go up on Macris and whatever, the Massachusetts Massachusetts Historical Commission, what they say has got to be in there, stuff that she knows very well. So if we can take do you have any comments on the draft service agreement or on the contractor recommendation? Those are two different documents that we sent out. Anybody got any comments on those? And any input?
Looks pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you have any input you want to give after the meeting, please just feel free to put it into an email and circulate it to all intended. We can make edits to it, or we can talk about it. And then the memorandum of understanding that was drafted by Buddy on the CPC, and I made a few very, very small comments on it, which he said were fine. So in the form that it's in right now, the memorandum of understanding between Dartmouth Community Preservation Committee and Dartmouth Historical Commission, it's in draft version 3 at this point. If you don't have any comments about that, first of all, I'd like to entertain any kind of comments that anybody has about that, or any changes to be made to that. That just lays out roles to make things easier going forward, I think is my understanding, so we don't have to kind of rewrite the plan every single time. So, yes.
I do have one question.
Please.
The Smith Mills camp, what is the location of that?
It's right at the foot of Tucker Road.
So it's kind of almost it's right before but the new police station, as you're going out Tucker toward Route 6. It's
Oh, yes.
before the police station.
There's still a sign there, I think.
Yep.
And how many structures are there on that lot? Do we know?
I would say 8 or 9 at least, right? Maybe more? I don't-
Yeah, there are
Yeah,
more than
maybe more than that. Some big, some small, but,
So that's being treated as one site, one,
well, it's more expensive. I think we're paying $2,500 for that site, but her cost per complete per other building is about $300. So she's taking a look at that, try to figure out what she needs to get from us, and that seemed like a fair price to us. So that is going to be taken, that $2,500 is taken out of the $10,000 we got to spend, and so giving us about $7,500 to spend on, as I say, about 23 other structures, commercial and residential structures.
and that's treated as one.
I think-
$2,500 covers all the buildings.
All
Of
the
all the
buildings.
buildings on the site.
And I think the way we've worded it is jointly and severally. So if there are stories that pertain to one building, maybe it was moved in the past or something like that, and Sue would know a lot more about this than I would, then there will be a separate Form B on that. But otherwise, all of those buildings will be treated as one and for that fee.
I believe that you should have received a copy of the work that she did on Tremont, or no? Was that shared with the entire board?
I don't know that I did, and my apologies. So it's just basically to show an example of work. She's been doing this work for various towns for a long time. And so just to sort of see that, I can look for that and send it out just so you get an idea of her work. But you can see on the contractor recommendation, the other things that she's worked on these things for many, many years. She's done 717 Form Bs and up through August, and 14 area forms, which is a much larger, more involved process for various towns, Mattapoisett, Middleborough, Marion, et cetera, kind of all South Coast towns.
Yeah, her experience is good.
And the reason why she was identified, because she's already done a camp meeting in Marion. That's why, and that's what we were talking about, Tremont.
And she knows what she's facing there, and she's seen the site, and so.
Well, I don't know that she's actually seen the site or just looked at what she could see on the internet, but yes, she does, she knows.
I believe in my conversation with her, she said she'd actually seen it, driven there and seen it. But I'm not positive about that, but I think that she has.
She may have just done a Google map, something like that.
Probably both.
Linda?
Linda, did you have a note?
Linda DeRoche. On the memorandum of understanding, where you have the whereas CPC and this and that, it should also include that all of the inventory forms and any project that supports the inventory forms also supports the town bylaw, which is the demolition is the town bylaw. So it needs to have that included into the reasons why we do inventories of buildings in the town. It's to support the bylaw.
Okay, so this is in the fourth whereas, when we talk about the DHC?
Where, it doesn't matter, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because the other one's kind of devolved to CPC, but give a fuller accounting of why we do this and the regulation that supports our doing it.
Right,
Is that right?
yes.
That's a really good thought, okay?
Because primarily that is why we do inventory forms, so that when we come up to have a review of a demolition application,
Because now it just simply says, we have the expertise and the experience.
we're just doing it for
It doesn't say
fun.
that we have the mandate. Right,
We're not just doing it for fun.
right. That's a great point, I appreciate that.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make that inclusion. And I'll send it around to everybody else again, once we've done that, and once Buddy, just blesses it. Okay, so I'll make that change, but I would like to go ahead and vote on it tonight with the assumption that in the fourth paragraph from the top, where it says, whereas the DHC has the expertise and experience to manage such an inventory of historic buildings, and that we add a notation of the town bylaw that supports our doing so, and that we do this inventory because we maintain the list of the town's historic structures, and for the, is that kind of what you had in mind? Yeah, okay. And I'll cite the bylaw in that. So I'll do that. I will add those words to that. But for the remainder of it, can we go ahead and vote on that? Is it?
Well, I mean, Linda did point out that in Article 2, it says the work shall be completed by April 30th of 2025. That should probably be,
Oh, that's in the contract.
It's in-
Oh,
it's in the
sorry.
contract, and it also says that that date can be changed by mutual agreement. So we probably should change it to be more realistic, but it can be changed if we need to, but I don't think it's in the MOU.
yep.
But it's a good point. So can we, and there's an expiration, there's kind of a time bomb on the MOU. I think it's, we're off 5 years, and a lot of them we do for another 5 years. And, but there are all kinds of clauses about if one party chooses to terminate it, or I don't know for what reason that would be the case, but, and can be terminated in 90 days without cause by mutual agreement. So, can I get a motion that we approve this with the emendation that we just talked about?
Make a motion that we approve the MOU as discussed in the meeting,
Can I get a second?
with the addition
Change?
that you mentioned.
Okay.
One question.
Yes, of course.
Chris Sewell is going to be the liaison for the town with Ms. Smillage.
Right,
Is
so,
that, I think it should have Chris Sewell's name more prominent in this contract, so that everybody knows that there is someone representing CPC on her task.
okay. That is probably, I appreciate that. So that is in the inventory contractor recommendation. So that's not the MOU that we're talking about. But-
Okay.
But I can, I'm trying to see where I wrote that in there.
It's on, you're talking about the contract now.
Yes.
It's on the the last line of the first page.
It's in Article 2, Section 3.
Oh, that's the service agreement, is that right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay, I got it. And particularly, that's because, you know, Chris has got experience, training and experience in this, and also because she is DHC's representative to the CPC. So she, you know, when she's not traveling, she attends most of the meetings. I'll be going to this next one, but, you know, she raised her hand, volunteered to do that, so that's great.
So
But
the
it
MO
also, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It doesn't mean that there won't be input from anyone else on the commission.
Of course, I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear. Anybody can and should give input where it's useful to do so on the process. And because I'm new to the process, I took a look at a lot of the old documents from the past years at the Form B process, and it's, you know, very well documented. The back and forth is there's a lot of it. Style, you know, content, a lot of reasons why this person has got to interface with their contractor, no matter how good the contractor is, whether it's PAL or somebody else. And so it's a fair amount of work to be done, but yeah, at any point in the process, any of us can, you know, raise our hands, reach out to Chris, talk to me, talk to Sue, anybody, Bev, about this, and, you know, if it's a positive thing to say, that's great, appreciate that. Yeah, go ahead.
So is the MOU,
The MOU
this-
is memorandum, it's titled Memorandum of Understanding between the Dartmouth Community Preservation Committee and the Dartmouth Historical Commission. So it's at the top, it says draft V3 revised 1/02/05, 2025. So if you've seen that, understanding that what we're going to be doing to it, any other questions about it as it is right now? This is not the contractor-specific contract, nor is this the service agreement. This is just the MOU that we have between us and CPC. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, and I believe, Robert, you have already
We have,
made a
we
motion.
have a motion, yeah.
Okay.
I second.
And you second that motion? I almost said second that emotion. Which is great, I appreciate that. So, all in favor?
all right,
Aye.
Okay, great, that passed, and I will make that change. I'll get that on to the CPC, and we'll get that done. Hallelujah, all right, that's great.
And all the other issues that were brought up through Buddy about the resume, the three proposals.
I'm still working on those. I did get a resume from Lynn, and I got a screenshot of my request to talk to another contractor, and then on the listserv for Macris. So I think I'll be able to
That's
get
done.
my ducks in a row
Yep.
very soon, but I've got to finish that off. And my goal was to, I think they're meeting, is it this next Tuesday already?
It's this coming Tuesday, yeah.
Okay. All right, I will get it done before then, so that they've got something in hand that should be suitable to vote on. Yes,
now what happened tonight? Do we have to notify Macris and the CPC of our intentions?
no, nothing to do with, really with Macris, because they only get interfaced with at the end of the process, and the contractor should take care of that, simply submitting forms. That's all spelled out in the contract. But what I will do is I'll make the changes that we've talked about on the, and the MOU, and I'll get that over to Buddy. I'll call it a final from our perspective, and said that we have voted on it. And then I will, Buddy Baker Smith has sent us back a note about our choice of contractor, and said, well, I'd like to see her resume, and I'd like to see if you've made competitive bids, what do those look like, and some other details, some other paperwork that I've got to pull together from earlier in the process. I'd like to do that before they meet on next Tuesday, and I'll be at that meeting. So that's my hope, that I can get all that done and be able to get it to them, by Monday night, say, so they can get it printed out, whatever they need to do to it, so they can actually vote on this and get this project rolling. So I can say to Lynn, hey, we're gonna, the money is available, and I'll talk to the town finance director, and we can start. We've got it notated on here, schedule for payout and her completion of things and that kind of stuff. I'll get all that taken care of, and I'll report back to everybody on that.
I got one more question.
Sure, go on.
When they finish the 24 and the 24 go back in the files, what happens to the older Form Bs? Are those put in a box and put,
No, we're not gonna really, my intention is not to really touch those right now. I want to be digital with everything going forward.
Right.
And I know that, after talking with, Chad and Mike here about the schedule for scanning, they said it will probably be about 4 years before they get to us with other priorities, 3 or 4 years. So I don't have a good answer for digitizing what we have now. I don't see a great need to do so. If they're in a locked room now, we can look things up if we need to. But if this is your question, but here on in, all of the stuff will be available on Macris. And I believe, I don't really know where else we're going to put it, but we're certainly going to retain a copy of it, and it will be on our, what's it called? Our cloud site, Microsoft Cloud site, AnyCloud or WhereCloud or SharePoint or whatever it's called.
Viewpoint?
It's not not Viewpoint, but whatever, it's the Microsoft site that I am remiss at giving everybody, everybody has access to it, but I'm remiss at giving people training on how to access it, because everything that Sue and Chris gave me that was digital, I put on there and put it in folders, and I'm kind of going through it slowly. So what I'm trying to do is everything that we had that was digital, I'm trying to put in one place.
portal too, the portal?
No, it's not, it's not on that. It's on Microsoft OneDrive. And so one of the things I'm trying to get the town to do is, right now, it's on my private Microsoft OneDrive account. It's just, everything's there. But I'm trying to get the town to give us a space or a license to use their OneDrive account and their meeting software, so that we can use it more readily. Because otherwise, I've been using my private stuff for any meetings that we've had, and it should be that the DCH has got its own. So right now, we don't have any licenses on our Microsoft site to do anything but Microsoft Outlook for email and calendaring. We don't have the other things, and so I'm trying to get that so that we can have our own digital repository for all of our records, such as they are digital now. That's my goal, and I'll certainly can talk to you more about that. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll have a session where in one of our meetings, or before one of our meetings, or after one of our meetings, I get my laptop, we show it on the board, and we sort of show you how to walk through when everybody, we make sure everybody has their password set and can get onto the site and take a look at everything. My goal would be great is if we didn't send out documents along with the agenda and notes, that they're all just in a repository labeled this month. This is what we're looking at this month on OneDrive. And so we'll work toward the goal, but we're definitely not there yet, if that makes sense. So we'll try to make it as easy as possible. Any other questions? Sorry for the long answer there. What do you think, Sue?
We're trying to figure out how that's going to be available to the public, because if you're making it so that we're looking at it in preparation for a meeting, we would be doing that through the portal, which means that the portal, you have the ability to see what the contractor has to say, or what whoever responded to the application, what they had to say, what's going on in the building department.
I'm not talking about taking the process off the portal. I could not do that. That's a workflow process. I'm just talking about documents, like our agenda and our notes from last meeting and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about the stuff that, like, on OpenGov, is this stuff here. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, the meeting agenda and minutes are housed with the clerk. So
Right.
that's all part of I mean, you can look at that now, you can go back, you can go, you can do whatever you need to do. So it almost seems to me like we're replicating.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, rather than get an email with attachments to it. We know when it's time for the June meeting, we go to the June 2025 folder on the site, and everything we need, the agenda, everything is in there. But it doesn't preclude the clerk having a copy and the public being able to see a copy. I'm just trying to centralize. But if that's not because we do so much email, and we got to search for the email with the attachments, and some people aren't great at that. Just trying to make a central location for those things, for our internal convenience, not to at all take anything away from what the public's able to see, what we file with the clerk. And, because this is after Michelle draws it up. If that makes sense. But I guess my question more to the point is, what do you think about the contractors who are going to come tonight? Do we,
Well, maybe Greg misunderstood me when I said 5:30, that maybe he thought it was 6:30, because it's not like him
no, it's not.
to, and I tried to find his number in my phone. It's in the portal, if somebody can access the portal, but,
I've got the portal. Let me pull it up. Okay, would it be on like a copy of a plan, do you think? Is that
no,
what-
it's in the portal under his application. So whatever the application is, 2459,
Yep, yep.
it'll be right there. He's the applicant. And his phone number's there.
Okay, yeah, yeah, here it is. Well, no, that's Scoop, okay?
No, that's not the historical, that might be the building, the residential building permit,
This is the HDPR 2459,
okay?
and it's got Scoop's, and then as authorized agent Gregory Jones, but it's got, the phone number on there is Scoop. Is there another one that he was doing?
No, there were only two on the agenda. One was the Pimental and the other was,
See what I'm saying? Scoop's on there and the phone number there. But, and then Greg's name is at the bottom as authorized agent, but, let's see here, applicant Greg Jones. Let me see
oh,
this.
yeah, 2459.
I see, I see now a phone number, and a different, let me call that. Is it 9? Gosh, my eyes are so bad. 508, 951.
That's it. And he said Scoop was coming also, so.
Okay. I can call Scoop's number 12.
I think, isn't his a landline?
Oh, it is. You think this is a landline or mobile, the 3753? We don't know.
That's Greg's cell phone number, 951.
But I'm gonna go ahead and just text him, because he didn't pick up. Scoop, it's just a landline, so he probably wouldn't be there answering it, but
I don't know, unless he had his landline transferred to a mobile, or he can take both of them through the landline, I don't know.
I thought I have texted Scoop before, but let me, maybe not. Let me see if I can, Oh, no, one time you texted me back at this number, so it's gotta be a mobile, so, Hey, Scoop, it's Robert Mahold from the Historical Commission calling. How are you? We had a meeting at 5:30 tonight. I think you and, yeah, that's where we're worried that you thought it was 6:30. Greg didn't show up either. I just texted him. Okay, well, we'll be, could you come earlier? We're done with our other business now, and that's, yeah. I just texted him. I called him first, and then I texted him because he didn't pick up. And I just said it was a 5:30 meeting, so it's the best I could do. So we're in the meeting room now, and yeah. Just do the best you can, and hopefully I'll hear back from Greg. But we're going to probably close up shop in, I know I've got to be someplace at 7, so we're going to probably close up shop in 30 minutes or so. So hopefully you can get down here and we can do it, okay? Thank you, Scoop. Bye-bye now. Okay. So he's coming
How
now?
far away is he?
I don't know. I thought he was on Elm, wasn't he? He's not far away. I think he's on Elm Street. And Greg is just north of Elm Street, or just, away from the water a little ways. So he's not far away, but,
Greg's over in Payden.
yeah. So,
I've got a Zoom meeting that I've got to get to.
okay. Does this take us below our quorum
Hmm?
if he leaves?
No,
Okay,
no, we'll have 4.
okay, that's good. Okay, understand. And I myself, I've got a hard stop, not,
How many,
we'll be okay with 4.
will you be?
Yeah, if you have to leave, it's fine. Understand for sure.
I'm hanging here.
I don't think anybody's going to come for the next at least 15 minutes, because it'll take Scoop a little time to get to his car and get down here, just knowing the reality of things, so maybe 15 minutes. So if you could stay 15 minutes, I think we can catch him. He did say, as we know, that Greg's kind of the main guy, because Greg is the architect here.
Okay.
So we'll just do the best we can.
I can stay till 6:25, but then I'm gonna,
Okay.
and if we can do it real quick, I don't know.
Are you, how well-versed are you at HTPR 2459? It's the application for, what's the street address?
378 Smith Neck Road.
Is it something that you've looked at, or do you want to look at?
I did not,
Okay. In the meantime, do you want to take a look at it on my computer over here? Did you print out? No, you didn't. No, you didn't print that out. I'm sorry. I'm talking about the other thing. The other. Let's see here. Attachments. So here's a picture of the house. Do you want to look at this, Phil, if you have not had a chance to yet? And here are the plans.
I'm putting some sort of an extra bedroom on the back of the house for a senior person, is that right?
Well,
Yes.
that's the long and short of it, but I think there's a little more than that. Let's see what the permit has to say about that.
Do you have your
Uh,
Description of the,
I'm just opening this up now. Huh. Oh, that's not gonna, it's a DWG file, whatever that is, so,
small addition at the rear.
there you go, okay.
New one-story addition to the side.
Yeah, and stairs, so let's see, I can't get the plan to open up, but,
Scroll down, sometimes if you scroll down, it has the,
site plan. Scroll down here, you mean?
on the other side,
Yeah, scroll all the way down.
yeah. So now-
Let's see if there's.
See where it says photos?
Yeah, we looked at pictures already, but, look at the permit layout. No, doesn't really give the narrative, but anyway, we have the narrative here, so if,
Yeah.
for that. So looking to demolish a small one-story addition at the rear of the house and build a new one-story addition to the side of the existing house. The addition will have a senior living area in the basement, in the house to have a bedroom, bathroom, and laundry on the first floor, et cetera. Remain a single-family residence. Okay, that's great. So,
So this is, where's the small addition that they're taking off?
let me see if there's an existing, maybe the site plan will have that. Let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit here. I don't even know how to zoom this in.
If you put Control Plus, sometimes it'll make it big.
Control Plus?
Yeah, Control Plus. Does it do it on yours?
Now it's, I did something.
What's it
Wait for the,
say?
it says Microsoft Edge is not responding.
They say
Okay,
they got
okay.
prob- They
Control,
got problems in this area.
Control Plus,
we're hitting Control Plus.
together?
Yeah, it's not getting bigger, but can I?
How about, you don't have a zoom on yours, huh?
Well, I'm trying. Shouldn't I just be able to do like, is this? Yeah, there we go, okay. Okay. So, I guess proposed dwelling addition to match the.
Just to be removed
Sure.
here.
So this is the addition, I guess.
Mhm.
This is the main house.
Yep.
So they're removing what existing there.
Something up here. It says to be removed here.
A portion of wooden walkway to be removed. Dan thought it was 6:30, yeah, so. I got a hold of him and he's on his way over, period. But he says, you're the main guy, period. If you can do it, that would be great, comma, but understand if you can't, period. Oh, now I can do it. Wow. I think I had to kind of free it up to do that, but now now it's really big. So, yeah, I think they're demolishing here, and I guess concrete pavers. So, but I don't see this as an existing room. I don't see that they're removing
No,
that.
that says adding a new,
So it's supposed to have an even flow, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah,
build a
they're-
new one-story addition to the side of the existing house.
but since we're gonna demolish a small addition, where is it demolishing? Is it,
I think the demolition is at the rear of the house, according to,
yeah, it's portion of wooden walkway to be removed, concrete pavers to be
What
removed,
about that one in the back where the line is right in the
septic
back?
components, this one here?
No, in the middle, keep going, keep going. That one that's like blocked off there, higher,
Here?
right there, yeah.
Deck,
Okay.
proposed deck addition. So, yeah, it's hard for me to understand what's being removed, other than this walkway and the stairs there, but,
it's going to be removed.
All right, there's the addition right over there where it's got the thing. See where it
Here?
says- See where it says right there with the arrow, proposed addition?
dwelling.
match existing first floor elevation.
Right, right. So they're gonna do away
Yeah.
with the stairs, so
Yeah.
it'll be, it'll be
Yeah.
raised to match the stairs of the main house. Pretty good size.
Yeah.
Um,
Now, what is that arrow? See, they got an
This
arrow
one?
on the right. See the arrow at the corner?
Here?
Down below,
Down below here?
higher, right, no.
Which,
See where you have an arrow at the corner of the house?
here,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, what is that?
Let's see.
It's just the
Just
property
the, yeah,
line.
property line, yeah, it's the
That's
distance,
setback,
so
yeah.
it's, so it's
And then it
setbacks.
says to be removed, okay, see that?
Concrete steps, it says. Concrete
Nothing else
steps,
that says to
concrete
be
pavers removed,
Okay.
and this says portion of wooden walkway to be removed, that's it.
Mhm.
And this is an additional deck, and this is the new house.
This is yours.
Yeah, how much of that are we responsible for? Everything that's in the picture?
No, no,
Right, and what is
basically
that?
this addition here,
What is that other thing that says to be removed?
propane tanks.
The tanks, okay,
Yeah,
I can't see that
so,
on this one.
so really, if it's just an addition, I don't really know what
Yeah,
our
And what's the other thing?
concrete steps,
That's the steps.
yeah,
And-
what our jurisdiction is, if it's not demolition, they're just removing some concrete steps and a wooden walkway.
Well, shouldn't there be something that makes a highlight that we can see that we shouldn't be bothered with?
Are they just like removing and replacing in the same spot? Is that what it is?
I just don't see anything here that shows that there is an existing structure there.
Mm.
So, I just, maybe,
Yeah,
I'm
and-
sure they'll explain if they can come and see what.
Knowing Greg, the addition.
He said be there in 5,
Will,
Okay.
so,
will be nicely done
Oh.
in keeping with the rest of the
I think you're right.
house, but I can't figure out what he.
Up here he
what
is.
the
Well, here's
demolishing-
Scoop anyway.
Yeah. Oh, great. Oh, that was quick. Hey, Scoop.
How you doing?
Thanks for getting over here quickly. Greg said he'd be here in 5 minutes, so it's perfect. Welcome. Come over here for a second. We're just taking a look at this picture here, and we're trying to figure out, for this, are you demolishing an addition as well, or demolishing a structure as well? This is where it's new. What are you
Is that the
demolishing?
only picture you got?
Well, I think it's the only one I could open. The other one was a different file
Hold on a
format.
second. In the front and the back. There's an old.
Wooden
One
walkway.
part of a boiler room, right
Okay.
here, all right?
All right,
That's going away.
okay.
That's the only picture you got?
Well, let me see if I can pull up another one. I thought it said it was,
Should be a floor plan there somewhere.
so that was the,
He must have it, because he,
I'm sure. So that was the site plan. This,
you need the real.
this is a DWG file format, which I don't know what that is. It wouldn't open for me.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know we don't. And this, let's see, latest
There's
version.
gotta be a site plan there.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
not a floor plan, okay.
This? No?
Yeah, that's it, no, okay, keep going.
That's,
Keep going.
that's all the way to the bottom.
Let's go to the floor, is that it?
That's the bottom, up and top and down, bottom. So that's what it is right now on the,
Yeah.
on the town's website.
Right. This is your storage. You're demolishing the storage area?
It's a little, like 10 by 12
Right,
boiler room.
right, that's
Yeah.
what this is, this little
That,
thing,
that in red there,
this,
or line in
Right.
red, yeah.
That doesn't really.
Is
Or
it
is it
that,
at the
or is
back?
it that?
is it
Yeah,
at the
okay,
back?
okay, there you go.
Way in
It's at the back one.
That guy's going.
Okay.
That guy's going, see?
Yeah,
Okay.
and
And
then
when that guy goes, we're gonna add the
instead,
sunroom,
yeah,
the bedroom, and the bathroom. But you need a floor plan there, so it must be a,
so
Is it gonna be in the
this-
same
must
spot?
be a floor plan there somewhere.
Well-
Must be.
in the same, so they're gonna connect in from the inside to a thing that's on the backside.
So here's what I've got. I've got site plan, this, which I cannot open. This we just had open. This, I don't know what this is. Let me
Try that.
no, just-
Well, yeah, that's the front, that's what the, that's like the Zillow thing, that's what you see on
Right.
Zillow.
I think I
What is
understand
title?
what's
What is
going
Maybe-
on, maybe I can
Maybe,
explain
maybe
it.
we should wait for the
Please.
official.
So
Please, Greg.
this little
Why
thing
don't we
here
wait
at-
for the official?
Yeah, yeah. So the street is up here,
Yeah.
and this is the back, and this is the
Right.
thing that has all the equipment and whatever.
Right.
So they're gonna take that off, and then from here, you're
Now
gonna
we
be
go
able,
out this, we go out this
Was
way,
that part of the
like
packet?
this.
and then come
Yeah,
through,
it was
so it's gonna go to the side, and it's gonna go to the back.
Okay. See, the only thing being removed is that utility
Yeah, I
room.
saw that it was
That's
there, but I
8x8, is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
More or less,
Is
yeah.
that, is the sunroom replacing that?
Yes.
yes.
Well,
So the-
sunroom, bathroom, and
Wait, wait,
bedroom.
wait.
No, we
The
had
sunroom-
a historical
Yeah.
commission
Yeah.
office, but there
Yeah.
were no.
Yeah, and I could not,
Greg will be here
I could,
momentarily.
I'm sure he'll have everything with
Sunroom is
them.
on the Same footprint as the
No,
old
it's
boiler
gonna be
room, or
more,
no?
it's gonna be
Well,
bigger,
It'd be- They're gonna take down 8x8 and put up
The one
something
meeting
much
that
bigger,
we had.
much
right?
bigger,
Yeah,
yes.
it's
It's
about-
Like 20 by
Right.
12, something like
I
that?
wasn't there, so.
Right,
Wait for the
but
session.
Maybe minutes for
It's
December,
gonna go to
There's a
the,
jargon of the thing, so let's get
Okay.
to real, before we,
or
you
are they
know,
just?
Okay.
because,
And this is essentially our last one, so we'll take care of this and we'll be good to go.
yeah, because we're
That's what
kind
we
of,
did, but it wasn't
gonna
in the
get things
form
going
of a,
these
days.
like, minutes.
Right.
so.
Is there a foundation, Doug, for the? No, no,
we gotta
okay.
wait for
So
you
you have
guys,
to do minutes.
I guess.
Right, but can you, does what you're doing require a foundation?
Yes.
It does.
yes.
And can you do it all year round?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, all right. It's warm enough by the water? Okay, all right.
Oh,
Okay.
we're fine with that.
Okay, all right.
He said, we gotta get all this stuff.
No, I understand. I'm just asking more for my own benefit.
I don't know if, once we get by you guys,
Yeah.
does this still go up to the DPW and?
Yeah, no, I understand.
Assessor and all them other guys?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I don't know. Let's see where it is
Could it
now.
have gone up there in the meantime?
It could have. Let me take a look and see.
Meantime.
Let me take a look here and see.
You sure there's no floor plan with that thing? Must be.
I don't see it, but let me just,
That's a thumb drive.
no, it's online.
No.
It's online.
How can you see, put your?
All right, but.
Yeah, no, I looked at
What would you
it,
need? Would you need my?
Yeah.
No, I don't need anything.
Look at it.
but
We're gonna
thanks,
go-
thank you, Linda.
We have my account for the permit.
Hang on a second. Let me look, I'm gonna look at the permit in
Two
the,
thumb drives.
So-
Um,
so I'm trying to look at what the task list on this,
I got the, I got the real plan outside in the truck.
Oh, is there a thumb drive?
Why don't I, no, it's a real plan. Why don't I go get that, you see?
Okay,
Let me-
I hear
You wanna
footsteps.
go get it? Is it
Yep,
open?
there he is.
There it is.
Oh, here it is.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right. It was,
6:30.
listen, I'm sorry you had to both come on Monday, and we're not able to do it, so thank you for coming back.
We're even now.
Well, I guess so. Here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, come on right over here, quick.
We're having a
Get
small
this.
gathering.
Explain this, what we're taking down and
So,
what we're adding.
this little carbuncle in the back of the house,
Carbuncle.
There
coming
you go.
down.
Right. It's like a utility room.
Yeah, there's a laundry and a hot water heater in there.
Okay.
And so in plan,
This one we want to see, right?
yeah. In plan, get my head around this now.
This is where it was,
Right.
was there, right in there, see?
So taking that down, the rest of the house, the main house is here, we're not really touching. We're putting a one-bedroom bath addition to the side and a little sunroom. The woman that lives here is elderly, the only bedrooms are upstairs now. So she'd like to move one of those bedrooms from upstairs to downstairs.
Right.
Um,
Well, that's it, that's
So,
what,
so that's it in a nutshell. Just the
And
last back piece is coming off this guy.
were these newer windows here, Margaret?
No, I think these are 1/1 replacements at some point in time, and that's actually staying put.
there's 4 different series of windows there. There's old with weights, there's old with springs, there's old, then there's old new. We're gonna change them all to new windows with the energy factor that we need today.
And are they gonna be?
Same, they're gonna look the same,
So we've got, actually, we're doing
whatever they are, what does it
They're doing
say?
6/6.
6/6.
What are they gonna be Anderson's architectural?
These are the Harvey classics,
Yeah.
vinyl with ones on the exterior, interior, similar to the Andersons, not quite the same.
Okay.
Believe it or not, their U factor is better than the Anderson,
I'm surprised.
Okay.
believe it or not.
The U factor is better than the
It
Andersons.
is, so,
Yeah.
and that's what we're trying to, and we're gonna clean up the inside, insulation and
Well, this is the front, we're not really doing anything to it. This is gonna be off the side, there's some bushes and stuff that are gonna go to sort of camouflage some of the shingles.
So Greg, what is the rough footprint of the sunroom, bedroom, and kitchen?
I actually have it on here because the new code says anything over 1,000 square feet, you've gotta make,
I think it's less than 600.
yeah, it's like 576 square feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is
So that's three rooms being added for 576 square feet?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
pretty tiny.
pretty small, okay. And the only thing being demolished is that 8x8 room?
Correct, the old boiler room.
Okay, and then,
And
little,
that goes down in the cellar below.
okay. And I guess it says on the plan, a wooden walkway and some stairs, so that everything will be level, floor level?
Yes.
Okay,
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we've got a deck, we put the deck off the side and a couple of steps down.
okay.
Cedar shakes and white.
Yep,
white,
cedar
trim,
shingles, white trim.
Yep, okay.
If the budget stands it, we may touch up some of the shingles.
Same picture on the roof for the,
Yep.
for the addition?
Yep.
Looks, yeah, it looks,
There you go. That takes a lot of the guessing out of it.
I understand. Yeah, and Greg, sorry to make you drag
My
that
hair's
thing
still
on.
wet from coming out of the shower. I think that must have been when you called.
I hope you didn't shower for us, because.
I did, last time
Oh
too.
my gosh, that's too much. So just for the record, this is Greg Jones. And Scoop, what's your last name?
Jones.
He's my younger brother.
That's uncle.
No relation.
No relation, okay, all right. Anyway, and we're talking here about the structure at, I don't have the address handy.
78.
378 Smith
Neck
Neck.
Road.
378 Smith Neck Road. So we've all seen the plans and what's got to be done, looked at the narrative. These gentlemen have been kind enough to come in. Can I get somebody to create a motion on this?
I make a motion that we proceed with the demo and upgrade of 378 Smith Road.
Smith Neck Road?
Yes.
Okay.
Make a second?
Second, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Well, that was easy.
Yes,
Good.
thank you very much.
We got it on record now.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
I know,
No tickets either.
nuts. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Both,
Thank you,
yeah,
guys.
gentlemen.
When do you set up on the building permit? Tomorrow or?
Tonight, I'll do it tonight. I'll just go ahead and say completed, okay? And I normally can see on the OpenGov permit, what all the different offices have done, who signed off on it. I can't, for some reason, I can't figure out how to do it on this particular,
Neither can I.
because I don't know why, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just,
Because you're in the HD.
Yeah.
so I
So you
couldn't, but I
gotta go
couldn't
into-
find the,
So if you back out,
yeah,
yes, all right.
this is all I've got.
You can put
If you
the,
go up there, put the address.
Oh, go put the address in, do a
Yeah,
search?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it again? What's the
Three
address?
78 or
378 Smith Neck Road?
Mm.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I'm just kind of learning
okay.
the systems here. Smith Neck Road, show me locations, right? It's got a lot of people there, but I don't
The
know why.
records, you want the records.
Get out of here. You're gonna be late.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Your Zoom.
Good night, thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I will.
Bob, are those your gloves?
Where are my gloves?
Safety pins. Listen, we'll move this along tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys, thank you so much.
And
for
Scoop,
coming.
you can come in the office tomorrow, I'll walk you through how to see who signed off.
Yeah, just on my own voice, so we can kind of keep going.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you,
Understand.
folks.
Thank you, be well. Good to see you. Could not find the building permit review in there.
Usually it's, I don't know how you got in there. Let me just go down here and see.
I just go to my inbox and,
Should we be getting the, if they have thumb drives, shouldn't we be getting the thumb drives rather than giving it to building?
we don't, as far as I know, we don't upload any of this. It first goes to the building department. So they, you do it for the choice. You can upload it from your home, you can bring a thumb drive in, but we don't get involved in that process. Once it's on the portal, then we get assigned the task of evaluating it and approving it, but we don't get involved with that electronic upload kind of thing.
Now, do you go in by the regular?
It's just bookmarked for me, so I don't even really know.
Oh, okay. Because usually I go in by the way it says, you know.
Go by, is there something here in DHC that's
Yeah.
Vision GIS portal? Is that our OpenGov?
Yeah.
This isn't that permits, though. This is just,
Let me get into it. Never mind.
Is there anything else on the agenda?
there is, I gotta look at my data's electronic, but anyway, let me first keep my promise and go ahead and just approve that. And then we'll finish off what's on the agenda. Okay, open task. This is for, so, one of these is an RBP, and one of them is an HDPR. So this is the RBP, right? This is, right, so this should, if I go into this, open task maybe.
Okay.
Oh, here,
There you are.
this has got it,
That's
okay.
yeah. So then that's
I-
this way.
Is he still out there? What? Hey, Greg?
I think they just left, one went down the stairs, one went the elevator.
Gone? Okay, so we've got DPW, health, historical in progress, inspector review in progress, so there's still some things to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and say, this was, okay. Complete, so that's done. Okay, now,
Now, then what happens is because so then now our conservation's all,
historical review completed, right now.
They're complete. They're just waiting on DPW and health.
Yeah, so that's not
And then-
important, but
Yeah.
DPW, health,
Yeah,
and,
That's it.
yeah, that's it, okay. All right, but they only applied 10 days ago, so it's not a huge,
Was it 10 days ago?
31st, yeah. Okay, so, where is my, January 9th, okay, so, no. We did, okay, so, we did the status of the next round of Form Bs, PAL report for Coalition for Buzzards Bay. Sue, is that a?
Not yet available,
Beg your pardon?
not yet
Okay,
available.
all right. How about the North Dartmouth Library?
I've touched base with somebody from Smith Mills Camp Meeting, and they're still considering it, but they're trying to identify a, source of funding, possibly CPA. But I'm going to refer Nate to that conversation that's been going on the listserv with dedicating CPC funding for religious institutions.
Right, have you been following that conversation?
A little bit, yeah.
It's been very interesting to see. This is just a conversation on the listserv about what makes something religious, and so unable to use CPC funds for it. And it was very esoteric. You get into, well, you could repair a window, but if the window was stained glass and it had any iconography that was at all religious, then you can't use the funds for that piece of it. But it sounds like, from what I read, you can piecemeal it and do this, but not this. So there's some of that. Anyway, it's above my pay grade.
But this isn't a church, so
Right.
that's the good news.
That's the good news, right? The DHAS programs for 2025, I don't know what DHS is.
That's Dartmouth Historical and Art Society.
Okay.
There's a program this coming Sunday, the 12th of January at 2 o'clock. It's postcards from North Dartmouth, if anybody
Okay.
is interested. But that should be on, this should always be on the agenda.
Oh,
Because
running,
that was pretty much, Bob Harding used to be a member of the commission as well as the society.
Okay.
And he used to always report what the progress was from the society, so.
Okay, all right, great. And then we've already talked about review and approve the MOA. And then any other business?
I think now, finally, Michelle has all the current contact information for members of the DHC, because trying to reach people with short notice to reschedule a meeting, all that business, finally, she has everybody's cell phone numbers,
Okay,
so she can do that.
that's great.
Also, everybody should know that there's a mailbox for the DHC and the collector's office that should be checked on occasion, because we've sometimes get mail, and I could never understand why it was months old. Well, it's months
That's
old
why.
because nobody's checking the mailbox.
And it's in the collector's office? Okay,
They used to deliver it to the Historic Commission. It used to be on the desk when you
Oh.
came in.
okay.
But now they got the new lock, so I guess they don't deliver it anymore. They used to have a person delivering mail.
Hmm.
But since I'm up here a lot, I could probably check the mail and just put it on the desk. Where do you want me to put it if I go find it?
It should go in the office.
Right.
That's fine, yeah, that's good. Good, okay. Does anybody else have any other business?
I should I'm still working on the internet. There's box internets for like $20 with T-Mobile, but now somebody took down a tower in a house that was like a booster for all the cell phones in the area. So then I don't have any cell phone now. And I went with T-Mobile for like an hour tonight, where they have to send investigators down to find out why my particular street and the other one doesn't have any cell thing, so something's amiss over there. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Getting a computer, going down to the base, and the thrift shop is now collecting, I don't know if this is true or not, but they are putting a spot in there for used computers. So
Oh.
maybe I go down there and get a used computer from the base.
Okay, so you're talking about your internet and phone access
Right.
to data, okay, all right, got it.
But I'm listening intently in notes that I'm taking.
Appreciate it.
I just had one thing.
Please.
The meeting that we really wasn't a meeting because we didn't have a quorum the other
Right.
night.
Yep.
So no minutes for that, or do I have to make a note?
No,
No.
that, I spoke to Peter Chase, and he said, "Did you open the meeting?" And I said, "Yes, I did." And he just recorded that very beginning of the meeting, and then it was closed because there was no quorum.
Okay, so no minutes. So
No.
we have, then we just need the minutes, which I wasn't here for December.
I don't think we didn't have a meeting in December, did we? I thought we,
What was the meeting that we had in the office? Because
I gave Michelle detailed notes for that already.
she can't do, that's not her responsibility to do the minutes. She can do minutes if you provide it in the format of minutes,
Okay.
but she can't reconstruct the meeting based on, like, notes. It has to be actual minutes.
Okay, so I gave her just a Microsoft Word document. She didn't say anything to me about that. So if I've got to put that into actually, maybe you and I could talk about or maybe Bev and I could talk about what the format is, and maybe I can recast them in the right format.
Well,
it was
if you
not
look
done.
at her past minutes, you'll get an idea as to how it's supposed to look.
Okay, so, okay, that sounds fine. So if we didn't get any minutes I guess we must not have. I'm trying to think of, when was it that we met in there? Was it December or was it November?
No, it was December because it got canceled from the Monday. And then I didn't know you had it on the Thursday because I had doctor's appointments, so I wasn't there. But
Okay.
It was that week that it was supposed to be, but on a Thursday, so.
Well, then what I'll do is I'll take the notes from that and I'll recast them in the correct meeting notes format. and get them to Michelle for distribution.
So it would have been the 5th of December.
And that was in the other office.
The Historical Commission office, yeah.
Let me tell you exactly when that was. It was December 6th.
So what I can do is, I can send you what I sent to Michelle.
Yeah, please do.
And,
And that would help me, because I took a lot of notes at the time, but let me format that, and we'll be good to go. Okay, I'd like to, can we make a motion to close the meeting?
Second,
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Great.